in this pitch, it started with the briefing at the YTL office, and of course I was extremely excited. So the first thing that popped to mind was that we had to get a huge creative team together and mobilize everybody at the office. So we called everybody in on Sunday, did a fantastic breakfast, and everybody came. So that was really that said something about the willingness and the inspiration that the project brings to everybody. So we brainstormed, which is very important to have an idea. We briefed them, we showed them the slideshow. The second step to me would be then to actually visit the site. Alex will be there. Oh, do you have his number?
Yeah.
Can you give him a buzz or SMS him that we're on the way and that we'll be there in 15 minutes? We never know. They can talk. That's what I want. We're around the corner.
Around the corner, and I go which corner?
Yeah. In another case, you would visit the client. Now we visit the site to catch the massiveness of it, and it's. I think just going there and looking at it is extremely inspiring. And then, of course, after that, back to the office, back to work, create a timeline, and do a lot of research about the particular restaurants, the rooftop as a whole, and then throw it in the group. So everybody had, their own assignments. We designated one person for the music. We designated one person for the planning, and then, of course, we threw everything in the group. So we have scheduled meetings, evening meetings, with, of course, a lot of good food. First impression? I know the color is difficult to look through, but
If you ask me honestly, I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
It's just cool. It's number 10.
that's not good. Okay, this one needs work. Get it. I agree.
But that took a lot to listen as well. That will make a difference. It's very simple.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, seeing that alone doesn't mean anything to me, but if I see the word lot next to it, I immediately go, oh cool, lot 10.
And then we discuss everything, because I think in a situation like this, it's very important. Actually, in any situation, whether it's the cleaning lady or the CEO of a big company or somebody from the embassy, I think everybody's opinion is very, very important, because you need to know all directions, and it's inspiring. It doesn't mean that you necessarily have to find whatever somebody says right, but something that he says might trigger your mind and give you another idea. And that's this ping pong effect, which I think is really crucial to any good idea. And after that, when the briefing is set, the briefings have been written, that's when the creative process starts. I never start a creative process. Of course, it's already in my mind and it's cooking, because I work 24 hours. But you have to have a good brief, because otherwise there's nothing to fall back to, and it's to keep the line clear, especially because we have a very limited amount of time. If you don't have a good brief, you sway, and it's not professional and not efficient. Why don't we call it lot 10? Why don't we just call it 10? The lot 10 is in the printer. I just printed that one. But when you read it, Ella show open.
Yeah, it's cool too.
What is involved in doing your kind of work? There's the research, but there's also what else? What else is involved?
Well, research is definitely very important to understand the client or to understand the product. Then the second thing is to actually look at the brief very closely and see what is required, so we actually come up with the right result too. Then definitely the brainstorming to just come up with all sorts of ideas, and from there to see which actually fits the brief.
It's in Ireland,
So this
right?
will be really cool on the
Ireland,
site.
it's down.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
corner, which to me became like an ornament, and then I made it into a square. So something very simple.
When I see it from here, the rectangle
Yeah.
and the square, when you shift it, if you remove the position, it will make a 10, a number 10. Maybe you can.
Here is we have text, we have visual,
Yeah.
or both together. The team that we have and the team that is working on this presentation and will be working on this account is actually the target audience, which helps us understand what this target audience wants and how to engage this target audience, how to draw them to Lot 10.
I get my inspiration from music, people, things around me, objects, sometimes boring things that can be looked at differently, loads of things.
Okay, out of all the people that are pitching for this project, why do you believe the Scheers should be the person to do the job?
Wow, that's a good question. Because I think we stand for something, and like I said, we don't compromise, and we listen. We're really good at listening to the client and trying to always find the best original and innovative solution.